Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to America's favorite show, the Talk Horror live stream, where tonight we will be talking horror, we'll be talking about the devil, and maybe even a little bit of Britney Spears. Now, for everybody's favorite man of horror, here's Steve! Oh, what's up, everybody? Oh, my goodness. What is going on out there, horror fam? How's everybody doing tonight, baby? Is it a dark and stormy night where you're at? Because, yeah, it is here all of a sudden, about 5 minutes before I hit the go live button. I heard thunder. Welcome back to the mountains, Steve. Good old West Virginia in the springtime, my friends. What is going on? Who we got out here, baby? We got the old DB, Chad Edmonds, Dragon Blues, also DB, and JP. Whoa, what's up? Sergeant George Ishak still out there with the long arm of the law, I see, huh? How you been, Brother Jack Dude? There's JP Trick or Treat Wagon right there, baby. There we go. Got a lot of stuff in here, courtesy of Mr. JP. Been working on the setup a lot today, a lot. The desk I'm standing at right now, I put together today. All this stuff you see behind me, except for the movies, I put up today, because I promised y'all last week we're going to be back. We're going to be back in the setup, baby. Back in the saddle again. So here we are, baby. Here we are. And like I said in the intro, tonight, baby, we're going to be talking a little bit about late night with the devil. And JK, are you in here? I need to know if Mr. JK himself is in here. Chad Edmonds celebrating being a member for 9 months. Oh my goodness. Says, guess I'm an official member now. After 9 months, I have been reborn. Chad, we're going to have to get you to double digits, baby. Next month, you'll be there. And then you got your year anniversary. We're going to have to plan something big. Yes, I am standing, JP. JP's wondering, are you standing? Yeah, baby, I'm standing up. I'm bringing the energy tonight. I decided to go with a standing desk after the move. Trying to be a little bit healthier, trying to, correct some of the posture issues. Sitting on the computer for years has given me, so we'll strengthen that back. It is back day every day in the E-Step household, baby. I don't know, JP. JP, I've been standing all day already. That's all I do now is stand. That's it. All we've been doing is working, man. That is it. So we're gonna see. We're gonna see how it works out. I hope I don't end up like this, just propping myself up on my elbows for the rest of the show, man. JP saying that was an office fad a decade ago. You know what happened? They all sat down. Hey, man, screw that. Well, you know what? Their backs weren't strong enough, but I'm on the creatine, protein, collagen bandwagon, JP. I got this. What's going on, Pokemon Valley? Trav Zimmerman in the house. Trav Zimmerman, what is going on, brother man? Man, oh, man. We got the Pokemons in here. What's going on, Pokemon? What's up, Pokemon? So, like I said, tonight, not only we're going to be giving a little bit of updates, but we're going to be talking about late night with the devil. I'm sad JK's not in here yet. I'm going to give it a few minutes before we get into that, because he's the sole reason I watched that movie, to be honest. Grassman saying, hey man, go old school, dude. Just sit on a milk crate. Who says I'm not standing on a milk crate, Grassman? Come on, bro. Pokemon saying, hanging with my mini-me. Hey, that's how it is. That's how it is, Pokemons. How's she doing? BP in the house. Look at Brian Perry coming in, strong arming it, baby. JP's voting for the milk crate. Let me tell you something, folks. We ran into a problem today. I hate to, I hate to even say this. JK, there he is. That's the man I've been waiting for. JK, because of you, my friend, Horror Fam alumni right there running wild. Tonight we're going to be talking about Late Night with the Devil. I watched it just for you, homie. So if you want to come on and discuss it a little bit with me, because you had a question last week, if you want to come on and discuss it a little bit with me, I will drop you the link and invite you on here because, hey, man, we got to talk about it a little bit. Chad, I don't think I have a pumpkin head. I don't think I have a pumpkin head. You're going to have to send me one. That's the only answer for that. But maybe not. Because where I was going for, I saw JK come in here. I hate to do this. But I got a problem. Folks. And you guys say all the time you love me. You say you love me. Well, now you're going to have to show it. I think Anna will agree when we get her back on here, man. We're going to have a damn intervention, people. We're going to have an intervention. Because I've been unpacking a lot. As you can see, tons of stuff on these shelves. Tons already, right? Tons. Look at all these movies. And I have probably 100 duplicates of these movies that I've already packed away and hidden away. But the thing is, my friends, I have 5 more totes of horror figures and collectibles that you don't see. 5 more packed to the brim that I unearthed today. And this is just, I don't know what I'm going to do. I have a problem. I think there needs to be an intervention. I think we finally need to, but I don't know if I can stop. JP, somebody give me the validation I need to tell me to keep collecting, keep getting more. I don't know what I'm going to do. Oh, my goodness. Michael Richardson in the house. What's going on, big MR? The Mr. in here. Brian Perry, Saturday, he's turning 52. Hey, let's get some birthday cakes going in the chat, baby. Let's get some birthday cakes going in the chat for Mr. BP. He's getting up there. We're going to have to make this a special one for him, man. Brad Zimmerman, that's what I'm saying, dude. That's what I'm saying. They're not dolls. They're action figures. Anyone else, I'll give them the old Stevie Reno slap. They want to call them dolls. Get out of here, man. They're action figures, damn it. Look at Jason and Freddie over here getting the action done. Look at that for BP, baby. Look at that for BP. Dragon Blues dropping the birthday cakes. JK dropping it. Trav Zimmerman, hey, happy birthday, BP. Oh, man. Dude, chat, I'm telling you, dude, the Stephen A. East of West Virginia Horror Museum, let's make it happen, dude. If this was Los Angeles, I'm confident I could run my own shop and probably do decent. I'm pretty confident in that, man. I don't know if there's enough. Rednecks love horror. They do. I just don't know if they would support me enough, man. Those LA folks, man, they have all the money and they're not afraid to spend it. They will go and support local shops, man. Our rednecks will kind of hold on to it a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. Hey, Michael Richardson, go see Abigail because I've been wanting to see Abigail and I'm going to make that happen, dang it. So we'll both see that in theaters. JP over here, of course, talking about Funko Pop figures. He hates the Funko Pops. He hates them. I don't know. Who likes Funkos and who hates them? Let's see. Let's get a popularity contest going here, JP. Who's team Funko and who's team hate fun? Hey, JP is saying he saw Abigail. Not bad. Not bad. Pokemon, hey, we'll have to make it happen. I'm just way too, there's not even anywhere to sit around here, man. Dragon Blues is saying she loves Funko Pops. Hell yeah, she does. Got some of her own over there. We got the old Eric Draven and Doc Holliday. Look at JP. He just hates fun. JP hates fun. Chad is saying Abigail was interesting. Good, because I definitely plan on watching that. That's one that I was excited for at the beginning of the year. If you remember me talking about it, I can't wait to check it out. Let me know what you think, MR. Let me know what you think. He's going to do it. He's going to go see it. Oh, yeah. Dragon Blue says she loves how Leatherface looks like he is melting down the bookcase. Well, the reason for that is because if I pushed him back, it would mess up the front of the mask. Like, it just looked weird if he was a little more recessed. So I had to pull his neck out. And it looks scarier, looks better, more effective. Now, the thing is about Michael Myers, if you notice, he's a little cheeky son of a bitch. Look at him. He got the Katie Holmes vibes going on. Look at that. Michael Myers got them Katie Holmes vibes, baby. JK, if you really want to come on and talk about it, I mean, we can have a little spoiler alert before we officially start discussing the movie. But yeah, I'd love to have you on, man, because like I said, I watched Late Night with the Devil. I've been wanting to see it anyway, but I was like, man, I'm gonna do JK a solid. He had a question, and I don't know if I have any answers, but I would totally discuss it with you. Let me tell you what we do to bullies, Pokemon. Anna, do you want to say it from over there? Do you want to say what we do to bullies? Let me just put it this way, Pokemon. I'd hate to be the dude who fuck with us. That's what me and Anna do to bullies. We drink Mountain Dew, and we give them the old E-step slap. You know what I'm saying? Look at JP. He's still on the Funko thing. He's not going to let this go, DB. I feel like you might have to jump on here at any minute and defend the Funko honor, because he's saying the artist who created Freddy gets ripped off by some no-talent wannabe who sticks a giant head on Freddy and destroys the original creative artist. But that's what we do, Pokemon. Who's bullying who, huh? Oh, you don't want me to come to school. These big 24-inch pythons will get unleashed. Yeah, Dragon Blues is saying you're not wrong, but she likes them anyway. There we go. Farron B comes in. That's what me and Farron do to bullies. Brick, not hit back. There we go, man. God, what is Ray Jackson's real name? Donald Gibbs? Is that him? Anna ran into him in Los Angeles, by the way, Farron B. She has all the cool memories, and we have none, but yeah, she did. We're the only motherfuckers in the world, though, that are a huge fan of his, so. Yeah, I think so, and Bloodsport, the big guy. Yeah. Oh, man. Yeah, Shooby Dooby down to Ruby's, baby. Yeah, there you go. If you have bully issues, contact JP. He'll take care of it. Trav Zimmerman saying that Gizmo stuffed animal on your top shelf bring out a lot of emotions in me right now. Had one as a kid. Can I go back? Ah! I don't know if Chad's man enough or Trav's man enough. You want me to turn it on for him? Gizmo! Don't worry, Trav. He didn't get wet. Check it out, Trav. Check this out. I swear, I think Howie Mandel is an angel. think Howie Mandel is an angel. In case y'all didn't know, that is Howie Mandel's voice. Yes, the man from Deal or No Deal. The man from Deal or No Deal. Okay, yeah, there we go. Fair B saying, man, hey, Ray Jackson kind of handled Bolo's ass at first, though, didn't he? Big Ray, baby. Yeah, then Bolo took his damn bandana. Damn it. Oh, my God. His eye did not cock after the fall. Come on, come on. No, there is some music going fair and B. Oh, come on, Pokemon. Now you're being the bully. Who doesn't like Gizmo? Come on, guys. Come on. Okay, JK, if you want to come on, I'm going to send you the link in the chat right now. This is only for JK, folks. We're going to talk a little bit about Late Night with the Devil. Now, at first, we will avoid all spoilers. Fair and B, I know you watched it too, so if you want to come on. But we're going to avoid all spoilers at first, just kind of give a rundown of the movie, maybe our ratings, and then we'll get into discussing it and maybe some of the questions we had. Fair and B, oh God, honky tonk, man. I remember that damn interview. Hey, if you haven't watched the Buff Bagwell Dark Side of the Ring, dog, you got to watch that. There is one thing that's said, and this is saying something about Dark Side of the Ring, because you know how crazy some of those episodes get. And this one is certainly not as crazy as some of the other episodes. But there's just one thing that said that I promise will stick out to you forever. It's wild. It is wild. Now, what did Trav say? He said, I'm embarrassed to say it, but I watched Cutting Class last night. B-horror starring Brad Pitt and that girl from the original Stepfather. I have never seen Cutting Class. I will tell you, though, he is in, if you want to get into early Brad Pitt and horror, check out the King of the Road episode of Tales from the Crypt. It's a good episode. Sweet-ass cars in it, too, man. Sweet cars, but it's pretty good. What did you think of Cutting Class? Oh, yeah, dog. Hey, you got to watch Buff, man. Buff is the stuff, and the girls just can't get enough. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, it's not as wild as most, but there's one part where you're just like, God, Buff, what? Like, yeah, and Dark Side, yeah, you know, we always thought Eddie Guerrero was like a jobber or something, and then we watched that. Oh, Pokemon's needing some advice, JP. What do you do about it? About the bullying? Let's see. Trav saying it was just okay. Cutting Class was just okay. It was good enough to watch the entire thing. A bit cheesy. I feel you. Something like, what was that? What was that stupid Class of 84 or whatever it was? Is it in that level there, Trav? Now, BP saying he got done watching Countdown and Ready or Not. Haven't seen Countdown. Have a feeling that's a really bad one, but Ready or Not is really good. I really like that one. Oh, JP is saying he will send me his advice, and then I can maybe forward that to you, Pokemon. I don't know, though. I don't know. That might be too hardcore. She'll end up being like a problem child. Throwing a damn firecracker down the toilet or something. Oh, Travis saying yes! Cutting Class is as cheesy as like Class of 84 or something like that. Oh my God. Anna, Dragon Blues will never forget the day. Chad is saying he has never seen Poltergeist. That is just weird, Chad. I'm with Dragon Blues on that, dog. You got to up your game, man. You got to up your game. Come on. That's a good one. Definitely not the remake, though. Definitely not the remake. And JP, he's saying, hey, trust me, he can handle them bullies, no problem. Okay, so we'll get JK on here. We're going to talk a little bit about Late Night with the Devil. Now, like I said, we'll discuss the movie a little bit first, maybe give a rundown of what it's about, no spoilers, and then I will give a spoiler warning as we begin to dissect the film a little bit. So be prepared for that if you haven't seen it. You may want to leave, or if you have no plans to see it or you don't care about spoilers, stick around. All right, JK, what's going on, big dog?
Hello, everyone. How's it going? Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can everybody else hear JK pretty well?
Sorry, this tablet doesn't work that well, so I
I hear you, man. Well, I'll tell you what. I'll turn the music off too.
Oh, sorry.
And that might help us.
And
yeah, today's tomorrow's shot day, right?
yeah, tomorrow's shot day. Actually, heard from. Well, I've been having trouble walking lately, so I think I've told everyone that I'm using the cane now, and unfortunately, we went to see the neurologist yesterday, and I have to do another MRI, and we might have to go to a more aggressive treatment. So it's like it gets a little. Anyways, I'm bringing the stream down, so I better stop with the. But if I look, that would be why. Been thinking about that.
Well, that's okay, JK. I'll tell you what, dog. If it comes down to it, I'll push you around in a wheelchair like old Monty from Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and we'll get you kicking, no problem, man.
Hello, everyone. So yeah, you saw the movie then. You saw Late Night with the Devil?
Yeah, so for those of you who don't know, Late Night with the Devil is centered around a late night talk show host who essentially, he has his ups and downs over the years, and he wants to climb the ratings more than anything. He wants to compete with Johnny Carson, and those of y'all don't know, he's a legendary late night talk show host. I mean, legendary. But this man wants to kind of dethrone him. And, he has his wife on his show and stuff like that. She helps out. And sadly, eventually, she passes on from cancer. And the dude takes about a month off of the show and then tries to come back. And he wants to... his ratings are so far down now that she's gone and everything, and he feels like he's lost her. So now all he wants to do is sort of raise those ratings. I mean, he wants to focus on his work and stuff like that. And he has a very gimmicky show on Halloween. He wants to capture the audience's imagination by bringing on paranormal experts. You have a magician, you have a clairvoyant, and then as his grand finale, he wants to bring on a girl who is seemingly possessed by the devil.
Yeah, I think that's what she's supposed to be. Is supposed to be possessed by the devil, or at least that's the way they're representing her, right?
Yeah. And, JK, so there's kind of the rundown of the movie. Yep. Like I said, now that's spoiler free. And kind of before we get into more in-depth details here or get into potential spoiler land, I just want to ask you, man, what would you have rated that movie 1 through 10?
I probably would have rated it maybe about a 6. I mean, I thought it was better than I was expecting. When I first turned it on, I was like, oh, this looks kind of cheesy. And It's like a low rent version of Carson show and all of that, and it's like, but it's almost like presented as if it is a what's it, um, is it like
Found footage
remember
almost, or
now or that sort of, it's like, so it's almost like, they present him as like, oh, he was this massive celebrity and suddenly he had this happen, and then all of a sudden, and it's like, so I mean, I didn't buy that, I guess, but I'm probably, so I mean, I thought, but I did think the final acts were probably the strongest part of the movie for me. I thought the lead up to it was kind of like, like it's like I'm probably spoiling things now. So, but I mean, it's, I should keep to the spoiler free thing, but I guess that's what I found, was that it was a little bit on the cheesier side when I was first watching it. And it's like, it's like there's almost everybody that's in it is almost like typecast to me. So when I was watching it, I was like, oh, so there's that person. Oh, that's the skeptic. Oh, so it's like, that's what I was watching. It's like, okay, and oh, there's the psychic that, okay. So it's like, okay, and then of course everything kind of ratchets up towards the end, and but so I would have given it a 6. I did think that they tried to be a little too clever with the ending.
Well, see, this might be a point of contention for us, because see, now me and you are on the same page in the fact that, so you're at a 6. I would go in the 6 to 7 range. So I'll say I'm at a 6.5 on it. But I think the ending could have been stronger for me.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
that's where I'm at on it. Like,
well, no, I don't think you're wrong. Like, I think that it actually built up to a stronger ending, and then I thought that where they went with it was kind of like didn't really work very well, at least not in my opinion. It was
yeah.
I think it could have been better, but it was but it wasn't as bad as I thought initially. Like when I was first starting watching, it's like, oh, how am I going to make it through this? Like this, it's almost like okay, this is the competitor to Carson, but it felt more like Maury Povich or something. It's like I'm watching it, it's like,
ooh. Yeah, and, I see that. And yeah, I'm with. Yeah, see, now I liked how it is a very stylized movie. I thought they captured the 70s talk show vibe very well. I'm with you. Like, it was a bit more low budget talk show than anyone who ever dreams of competing with Carson.
Yeah.
Should have. But yeah, it was kind of cool though, because I've seen kind of, I mean, I don't even know why, but I've seen some footage from late night talk shows of like, James Randi. Now that is of course who the skeptic is based off of. James Randi was a magician who would go to talk shows and stuff like that, and he would go around and he would give anybody $100,000 check if they had proof of the paranormal or of their supernatural abilities being genuine. So I thought that was cool that that's who the skeptic was based off of. But yeah, I think at the end of the day, man, I think Shudder is building up. They're starting to get a little more attention toward their movies, but I don't think they have the budget yet. And I think they have some issues that's in league with that. But if you notice during the intro, dude, there was like 8 different production companies that had their name attached to this movie. I mean, and it's not a hard movie to produce. Like, I'm confident if you handed me $50 and was like, dude, go remake this movie, I'm pretty sure I could come close.
Yeah, it's never a good sign when you see a lot. I remember when to take it a little way off there. Remember, I went to the movie theater with my sister. Actually, we went to see Wrong Turn in an afternoon show, so it was just hanging out and all that.
Mm-hmm.
It was the initial Wrong Turn, and so it's like I'm excited for it. She's watching it, and then the production companies start coming. We haven't heard of any of them. I'm like, oh.
Yeah. Oh.
So I mean, it did turn out better than I was expecting at that point, but it was like didn't hear of any of those production companies initially, and it was like, I don't know what we got ourselves into here. But
yeah.
no, I mean, it was. The best I could say, because I mean, when comparing this movie to other ones that have come out recently that made their way onto Shudder, things like Spirit Halloween, and what would be another one that I could refer to that's not an old movie? Yeah, I think we had a difference of opinion on Deadstream, but I appreciate that it's a little bit. See, I didn't enjoy it as much as you did. I kind of found it like really, but I mean, fair point. I actually, I just found, like, for me, Deadstream wasn't a bad movie. It was just the guys, it was like, for me, it just got to the point where it's like, oh, he's getting a little hard to listen to now. So,
so let me ask you a question though, dude. Do you think I could have pulled off Deadstream? Like, if that was me, would you have watched the whole movie?
Well, yeah. I mean, I think so. Like, I mean, some of it was well. The other thing with Deadstream is that it's like it gets to the point where the guy's just annoying, and then I started to feel sorry for him when he's like, all of these bad things are happening and everything, and it's like, it almost looked like it was a complete fake thing initially, or at least I don't think it was supposed to be, but it felt like that's where it was going with it, and then suddenly it goes like even the we just diverted into Deadstream, but I mean even that woman that showed up that suddenly she turns into a cannibal. I don't know how to describe her. And then she ends up getting killed, and then she, so I'm ruining that movie for people. I apologize. See, this is why I probably was a bad idea for me to come on, because it's like, okay, don't be ruining movies for people.
Oh, dude, as much as I've preached Deadstream already, man, people better have watched that thing because I liked it. But so, I mean, hopefully you didn't ruin anything. But I will ask you, okay. So I will say this, though, a little amendment to my 6.5 rating.
Yep.
If they had nailed the ending of Late Night with the Devil, I would have been willing to give it like an 8. I really liked where they were going, man. And then that last little bit really crapped the bed for me.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I kind of I understand where you're coming from with that. With regards to that ending, like I say, I think they tried. I think they were, for my opinion, I think they went a little too clever, because it built up to something, and then suddenly it was like, okay, well, then it's like this, almost like. It's almost like building up to something you think you're going to go off a climax, and then it kind of just off a cliff, and it's just like.
All right, well, let me get to these comments real quick, and then we're going to throw out a spoiler warning, and we're going to get into the meat of this. So Trav is saying, "What's in the cup? Purple drink? You're close, Trav. It is, in fact, PBR, Pabst Blue American Ribbon, my friend. I need it for the immense pain that is shooting through my body right now." Pokemon loved the cup, hence why I showed her the cup earlier, spun around a little bit. That is, this was sent to me from Everything Horror Collector. His wife made this for me. So thank you to Everything Horror Collector's wife. Max, welcome to the stream, brother man. And Nate, what's going on, brother? Yeah, I got that drink going on tonight, baby. And Max is talking a little bit about us, a little bit here with us too, JK. He said he loved Late Night, but exactly, the last little bit was terrible. I was so happy till a certain spot. we're going to dissect that a little bit here in a minute, my friend. Yes, Grassman got the PBR rolling. I haven't partaken in any drinkage in a very probably right before I left California, I had a drink to celebrate. And before that, it had been literal hell, maybe a year. But yeah, man, got to do it, dude. Back, hips, legs, everything's killing me. So here we go, baby. So everybody, we are going to be talking. Oh, wait a minute. Chad Edmonds coming in, gifting the 5 Talk Aura memberships. JK,
Nice.
round of applause, baby, from Chad, man. Thank you so much, dude.
Well, I feel like I should say hello to Chad because I know that he said hello to me earlier in the chat and I forgot to say it. So, hey, Chad, how's it going, man?
Dang.
And Trav and everyone, I all the horror fam as well.
Wow. So everybody's back. Everybody's back. Chad bringing in some regulars. I like it, Chad. What a stud. All right, folks. We're going to move into dissecting Late Night with the Devil a little bit here. If you're worried about spoilers, you may want to peace out. I don't think there's much we can spoil because the ending is really like the last 10 minutes of the movie. And you're set up for it, like, yeah, because it's kind of set up like a documentary, like Dragon Blues is saying. So if you want to leave, if you're a purist like Dr. Briggs is, you may want to peace out. But either way, we're going to dive into a little bit here. So something I did fail to mention, JK, I'll go ahead and say this before we get started and dissecting this. One thing they did kind of cover in the intro of Late Night with the Devil is that our talk show host, I can't remember his name right now. Was it Jack?
I don't even remember his name.
I think it was Jack something. He also was a member of a cult. Now, the cult, you got to think of something like the Masons, the Illuminati, Scientology, something like that. These are people with influence who can make careers flourish, we will say. So you do get informed that the late night talk show host is a cult member, and he believed being a member of that cult would increase his celebrity, I guess. Now, so JK, man, so like I gave everybody the rundown. The talk show, you're in the talk show studio for the entirety of the movie.
Yep.
You get a little bit of behind the scenes access during commercial breaks. And like I said, it is very stylized. This looks very much like a genuine talk show, albeit a cheap one from the 70s. And I do love that I think they captured that style as best as they possibly could in this day and age. I really like the graphics and stuff they had, but as it goes on, man, I was really intrigued. Like I said, you have the psychic who can kind of commune with the dead, and they utilize that, I thought, very well. Then you have the skeptic who they utilize. Like, all these people play kind of a pivotal role, and it all comes full circle with the possessed girl. Now, this all sounds very intriguing. I think their problem is this, and you might agree with me here, and then we can kind of dissect the plot a little more. This all sounds like an interesting concept. This all sounds fantastic or whatever, to me anyway.
Yep.
The problem is, dude, I think they had the concept down and they didn't know where to go with it. I think they got like an hour and 20 minutes into their movie and was like, oh shit, we need an ending. And that's kind of where it gassed out for me. It kind of, the ending is a huge, how would you say it, man? It's almost like shocking the direction they go with the ending, man. Like it's very contrasting to the feel and the atmosphere of the rest of the film.
Yeah, I mean, I guess. Well, I mean, I will probably give it maybe a bit more credit because the actual possession or who's doing the possessing, the ending did make me think of that. So it's like, okay, well, I was spending a lot of time thinking, okay, that makes sense now. That makes sense too. So I mean, but it was just the way it ended. It was just, like I say, I think they tried to be too cute, too clever with it, and it kind of ruined it. I can't say that I've been too engaged in a lot of late night shows, so I will defer to what you're saying because it might well be the way that that they operate on it, and maybe it worked out really well. But I guess for me, I was thinking of it like the psychic. It's almost like it's almost like, okay, they bring on the psychic and he's interesting, but he's only interesting insofar as that last urgent message that he's delivering. Before that,
okay, I get you.
It's almost like after that they like use plants to kind of basically make him look like a complete kook and all of that, and I mean, or maybe kook is not the right word. Grifter, maybe. I don't know how to describe it. The type of person I'm talking about. There's another word for it, but it's slipping my mind right now.
Like a rube or something. Is that what the word? Like a somebody who's putting on an act or something, right? Or
yeah, and I mean, I think that they did that with the Warrens as well initially when I guess Amityville became very popular. Was they tried to make them look like they were really out there. And I mean, I think a lot of people have differing opinions on whether they are or not. I find them very
facade. Yeah, Chad. Yeah. Well, see, here's my thing about that, man, is that I think the psychic, I mean, I get what you're saying, he goes through his whole spiel, and it's kind of like, it's very similar to other psychics you see on TV who are kind of like, they're fishing is what they're doing. I see a P. Is there a P? A Paul, a Patricia, a parlay? Is there, and they kind of do that with him. And then, they go through a couple segments with him. But then, like you said, his last message really means something. So you really get something from him. But I think, I hate to say this, but like, I think they took the psychic out too early and with his message. Because they clearly, like, he could have been an interesting character. He could have moved forward with that. We could have found something out. And the damn skeptic lasted the entire movie, and he didn't shut up the whole time.
Yeah, he was annoying as all hell. He was just annoying.
So that was, I like that they had that cast of characters and that they could all work off of each other, but it's like, you take out the psychic, and now all we have is the skeptic just bitching constantly. Yeah. But I will say, though, I did like, I think they could have tied it together better, but I did like how the psychic came forward. And it seemed to me like the psychic had a message from Jack from his deceased wife. And it seems to me like his wife was going to try to talk him out of having this possessed girl on his show. She was going to try to help him in some way. She's like a harbinger.
That's interesting.
I mean, is that what you got from
it? Well, I mean, if I tell you what I've got, then or at least the way I interpreted it at the the conclusion, you probably are going to think I'm totally off on it, and it's quite possible that I am.
Well, so let me tell the horror fam. So, like we said, the wife is deceased. The show goes on. Eventually, Jack brings out the possessed girl, and shit goes off the rails, and the possessed girl starts killing everybody on the stage. And are you still with us, JK? Okay, I think JK. I think we lost him. I'll let him sort out his technical difficulties. But so they bring the possessed girl out, and she goes off the rails, man, kills everybody on stage, and it ends with the co-host killing the possessed girl, and he is the last man standing. That's the end of the movie. And that happens in like the last 10 minutes. Before that last 10 minutes, you're wondering if this is a genuine case of possession. The skeptic is still trying to convince you it's not. So all of this gets cleared up in the last 10 minutes. So, and I know, let's see. So who else has watched Late Night with the Devil? Just curious here. And we're waiting for JK to get his technical difficulties sorted out. Grassman, this is Late Night with the Devil. Max, and if you want to come on too, man, because I know you've seen it, we can get you on here, man, and we can kind of discuss this movie. Yes, JK, you dropped off. I don't even see you in the studio now. Let me send out the invite link to you again to get you in here. But yeah, the movie goes off the rails in those last 10 minutes. Like you come to a conclusion in those last 10 minutes, and it's wild. Let's see. Oh man, Max is getting it in that last 15 minutes where he has to go back into work. But yeah, JK, I'll give you a minute to come back on, and we'll continue our discussion and see if we kind of land on the same conclusion here as to what happened exactly. Sounds like he has a very interesting theory about the ending. And maybe I can share mine with him, and we'll see, see where this goes. But yeah, man, yeah. Thank you, Chad, man, for the memberships, dude. Heck yeah. I see we got a bunch of people coming back into the fold here. Oh, man. And we're getting there, man. The studios come together very nicely. All right, let's see here. Suma wants some trivia. What about it, Steve? We can maybe get some trivia going next week. I hope. I just unearthed my main computer today. Just unearthed it today. It's okay, JK. We'll wait for you, man. No problem. But yeah, just got my big boy computer out today. I had no idea where it was. Thankfully, I found it. Okay, it looks like we have JK back. We'll let him get set up there for a second, and then we'll bring him back on. Right now it's showing a black screen. Okay, JK. Go on, man.
Okay, I think that my internet just petered out. So maybe it actually is the devil. And he decided, I'm not letting you ruin this movie.
Oh man, oh shit, yeah, your Ethernet's possessed by the devil.
Yeah. Okay, so what I was going to say, I probably better just get it out so that it's out there. Between the psychic and everything that happens, the possessed girl, I'm going to posit that she was never possessed by the devil. Specifically, she was possessed by, looks like we're dropping again. She was possessed by the guy's wife. That would be my
Really?
that's what I would take it as. And the reason I come to that conclusion, not only the way the movie ends, this girl that's possessed goes off and kills is it adoptive mother, daughter, or sorry, not daughter, the doctor who adopted her. She goes off and kills the skeptic. The psychic has been dealt with, but it was going through pure agony before he was actually, incapacitated and taken off. And it almost, for me, it seemed like it was building up to this idea that it was the guy's wife. And I almost,
that's very interesting.
Well, the way I would now, I said that I thought they were a little too clever with the ending, and I stick to that. I do think that sometimes you just have to say, sometimes you just have to follow the story, actually create the story so that it goes in a certain direction. But what I kind of felt like with that was that they, I think they kind of just. I almost get the feeling that there's some, even with that way that last, replay of different events and all of that there's almost a bitterness of the ghost of the wife, maybe even being trotted out, I guess, to help boost his ratings, kind of keeping, it's almost like she she basically basically has him murdering this girl in front of a whole audience of on television and in the studio and everything like that. But he thinks that, okay, well, he's envisioning it, of course, because he's having that vision of his wife is suffering and he's easing her pain.
Dang.
But of course, so I mean, that's where I would say I think they went a little too, but I mean, it's, I could be overthinking it as well, but that's the way I kind of interpreted it, is that ultimately it wasn't the devil, it was the angry ghost of the guy's wife, who basically sinks not only his career but his very life in public, where he ends up killing this girl, and and he thinks he's seeing it as something differently. So that's the way I kind of, and that's where, like I say, I could be completely let's get the vampire teeth. Yeah, I have terrible teeth, by the way. So, but but no, no, Abigail was a cousin. Sorry, bad joke. God, I'm gonna have to both again. I'm being honest with that. But no, I mean, that's that's just the way I kind of envisioned it. Was that I think that's ultimately what I was left with, was that that it was the angry ghost of the guy's wife basically possessing. Now, mind you, I think that you could
see that.
Well, I was going to say you could
interesting theory, man.
Well, you could completely disagree with me, because I mean, when the girl has her moment of her levitation and all of that, I mean, that's, I think, usually not considered within the realm of ghosts. It's more demonic. So I mean, it's not a perfect analogy. That said, it just is. It's too surreal to me that he actually has that vision, and then suddenly he uses that that dagger to stab his wife, thinking, and then cut the whole dream sequence, and the girl that's killed everyone up to that point, or is killing everyone up to that point, he managed to basically stab her.
Yeah.
So I mean, that was kind of my takeaway from it. But
damn. Well, see, I yeah. Yeah, see, I was thinking, because when we get to now, I do agree with you. I did pick up a little bit that his wife didn't look exactly happy in the flashback sequences or in the hallucination sequences, whatever the hell happened. But when we get the psychic, who has a message from his wife. I was like, oh, okay, his wife was trying to come through and communicate with him, like, do not bring this girl on. And the demon made the psychic sick and eventually killed him so that he couldn't help and the wife couldn't help, so she didn't have that conduit. And then at the end, I figured the wife kind of created that hallucination or whatever the hell you'd call it at the end, where he's seeing the little girl as his wife and she's like, stab me, end it. And she's trying to get him to hurry up and kill the little girl because she knows he wouldn't do it on her own or on his own. So he had to see it as like a way to end his wife's suffering because that's what means more to him than anything. But yeah, I see your theory and I like it. Now let me ask you, why would, if it was his wife, why would she encourage him to stab her in the hallucination?
Well, I think that it was almost like I say, she kind of when in the hallucination, she's actually in a lot of agony and all of that. So she's basically manipulating him, or at least that's the way I would theorize it, is that she's manipulating him to, ease her suffering and to, do it quickly.
Or maybe like, this is what it feels like, what you've done to me. Like, this is a stab in the gut or something. I mean, if we go with your theory of, man, maybe it was the wife that was possessing the kid, then, you could look at it that way too. It's interesting. Now you got me thinking, man. Come on.
Well, I mean, and the crazy thing is, it probably is more thought than actually the movie necessarily deserves. Because that ending, let's face facts, that ending sucked. That was terrible. It just is so abrupt, and it could have been so interesting, because when the demon or devil, or however we want to, now mind you, watch, my internet will cut off again. But when the demon or the devil actually kind of manifests, or that sort of thing, in that moment where the one guy he was the band guy or something, and he's like, holding up a cross.
Yeah, Gus.
Saying,
now I like Gus. Gus was my favorite person in the whole damn movie. I don't know about you, but I loved Gus.
Well, I mean, he's usually you can actually look at, now mind you, the times that I've seen the talk shows, and I haven't seen a lot of them, but when I've seen them, it's like there's always one of those type of characters, and so he's pretty pertinent to. But I mean, it's that ending sucked. I just don't know how else to say it. And I mean, it ratcheted right up. Even after the psychic, it was like, okay, well, things are going to happen, but they're going to happen a little more. And then in that moment, it's like, he holds up the cross and in his neck, and then the doctor decides to hold up this token or whatever it is. I don't think it was a cross; it was something else. And
I don't know what the hell that was.
And it's like, okay, and then the cynic, what the hell was he thinking? I'm sorry, it just was like, you just watch two people get horribly butchered. You think you're going to offer this levitating thing, the check, and they're going to be fine. So it's, what are you thinking? So I'm sorry.
JK, like Max brings up a hell of a point here. He says, I thought with the cult stuff and her cancer, he made some sort of deal for his star power. What do you think on that, man? Do you think that was the cost of?
Well, I mean, it's I'm by no means do I want to say that my answer is necessarily the complete, an honest truth. That's just the way I saw it. But I mean, it makes sense too. I think that it's open for a lot of interpretation. So I don't think Max is opinion there is necessarily wrong. He could be, he could be completely right on that. I think though that, no, excuse me. I think that there's a bitterness that his wife has, and why wouldn't she? Like, in fairness,
Wow.
why wouldn't she? He brings her on when she's, clearly not well to help his.
Yeah, terminally ill. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like, you know what, dude? Like,
well, let's ask Max this. Max, who do you think has it right, me or JK? Do you think the wife was the possessor? Do you think it was the devil? Who do you think? Or are you kind of a hybrid, man? I mean, this is an interesting theory here. I really do like this. This is, and I can come up with claims that support your theory, JK. You're converting me a little bit here. Maybe you're the devil, JK.
I hope not. By the way,
you're manipulating me here, dude. If you start levitating, I'm going to shit my pants.
Well, if I start levitating, it's not going to be. It's going to be because, I don't know, the internet went wonky, or there's actually a devil apartment. But no, for the person that asked what color my eyes are, they're hazel. So they're you can't really tell. But if someone asked that, so I figured I would answer.
I think Pokemon is wanting to. I think Pokemon is smitten, brother. I mean, she's been all over the Smile on Ice, the hats, the eyes. I mean, goodness gracious. And Tall Quarter has a track record for bringing people together, man.
I don't know, Pokemon. I think you're too sweet on that, because honestly, I am not. But I'm looking at myself in the camera, and it's like, this is why I don't take pictures too often. It's like, oh, if I could, I probably would have worn a paper bag. I'm not really.
He's being too modest. JK is, of course, being too modest here, Pokemon. He is, without a doubt, December 2023 in the Men of Tall Quarter calendar. He's our centerfold there. So.
My God, don't say that. I have the ugliest teeth in the world. Even the dentist that I go to is like, So.
Oh no, man! You have nothing wrong with those teeth. I don't see anything wrong with them.
Well, the way I look at it is that I have other things that I have to worry about right now. So it's like, okay, well, I can deal with the teeth situation. I know that I have those two fangs, and I don't know why. I think I'm the only.
Hey, so did Peter Steele.
Yeah, so maybe Nosferatu is a distant relative or something. I don't know. But
Albus Grass, man, he's January and December, damn it. He brings in the new year and leaves it with a bang. That's what I'm saying.
What does that mean? I mean, is he talking about me? I'm January and December?
Oh yeah, because you're in the Men of Tall Quarter calendar.
Oh, okay. I thought for a second. Okay, so January is an infant, is it? And then December's like a. Okay, so I totally misinterpreted that. I apologize, but no, now I'm even more red than usual. So
dude, I'm telling you, because Pokemon, she's coming. Oh my goodness gracious! You better run, JK. You see this?
Oh my God!
Look at that! Oh my goodness!
In real life, you'd be really disappointed. But you know what? I get a lot of compliments over my cane, so it's like cane.
Hey, I got one. I could. I got one. Hell, if you were here, I'd give it to you, man. I have a sword cane somewhere.
Well, that would be cool. I have one that has like.
Yeah, I have one somewhere, man.
I got to walk a lot.
Oh.
But yeah,
man.
I thought the movie was good. Sort of good. It was better than I was expecting. I'm, trying kind of going back on.
Well, Max is saying he feels like it was a mix where it was a demon, but he was using the wife's pain as a tactic. Maybe it was even her speaking, but I feel like her life was traded, it seemed like, when she died and the ratings dropped.
Well, that's got me thinking, because with regards to that, I kind of it's got me thinking, because it's like, if it was if it was a demon, so I'll go back on that and look at it that way. If it was a demon, demons are not necessarily like needing all powerful. Like, it's not like the I don't want to ruin another movie, but what was that that movie with the priest and the oh gosh, I should remember what it's called. That God, I just watched it like yesterday. It's the one where you got the two church brothers, or sorry, the two church boys who. God, it sounds like now I am a demon because I'm calling them church boys, and I've been in church.
Yeah, the church boys, and you're like Grassman, dude. You won't even. Yeah.
I didn't go to a religious school, so I'm not sure what they. Oh my God, what is it called? The one where they have the reality, or they have the fake reality show where he's exercising people, but then there's another person that it ends up being an actual demon. What is it called? Cleansing Hour. Thank you, Brian.
Wow.
The Cleansing Hour.
There you go.
Have you seen that one?
No, I haven't seen that one. I've heard about it though.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I kind of look at it, that one is kind of the antithesis of this. I won't ruin it for you, of course, but the ending of it is the antithesis of this one. It makes me wonder with regards to, I think it was Max that was mentioning it. Like, maybe it is a situation where maybe it is a demon that has possessed that girl, and maybe him having that vision, like it's still not only career ruination but life ruination. And so when he actually stabs the girl in front of the cameras and everything, I mean, at the end of the day, he might see it one way, and he might, of course, he's having his vision, but it's quite possibly that if you're watching it on TV and you didn't see that girl just, totally nuke three people, then, it's possible that you're watching it and thinking, oh my God, did I just watch that famous guy murder a little girl on television? And so, I mean, it could also be, if it was a demon, you could make the case that maybe the demon is, I think I'm driving away the viewers. maybe the demon is has just decided that it's going to destroy his life, and that too. So it's like,
well, CJ, I don't know, you and Max got into that discussion there, and I think that's just the natural way of things, because I've noticed nobody comes on here for me. It's all for Anna. Dang it.
Well, not true.
And I haven't sold my soul. I buy souls. Dang it.
Oh no, well, that's not true. We definitely, nobody's coming on for me. So, well, I don't think most
Pokemon is.
I knew you were going to say that. No, people are awesome, and I'm glad you're still here, Chad, too. So, yeah. But no, I mean, it's the movie was better than I expected. I know I keep saying that, and it was. That one, it goes from 0 to 100 in, when she has that, like, his neck.
Yeah, like I said, dude, if they fix that ending, I mean, you're at about a 6 on it. I'm about a 6.5. I think if that had ended stronger, dude, I would be at an 8 on that. I really liked where it was going. I liked the direction. I thought it was unique. I thought it was stylized. And then they just kind of shit the bed at the end a little bit. But, man, so let me ask you this. Was Talk to Me a Shutter original?
Talk to me. I'm not sure, to be perfectly honest. To be honest, I'm not even sure I watched it. I never saw it on
Oh,
Shutter.
okay. See,
So I mean,
I was wondering, that's kind of another more independent yet popular one people keep talking about, and I'm like, I wonder what people liked better, that or Late Night with the Devil.
well, I mean, if you really want to appreciate Late Night with the Devil, even more, watch it after you watch Exorcist Believer.
Oh goddamn, JK! Come on, now you're gonna kill me.
No,
Oh
I mean,
man.
Okay, I'm gonna throw shade at people that like Exorcist Believer, and I don't want to. So I mean, I don't mean to. So if I come across as annoying and all that, I apologize in advance.
Dude, I'll throw shade all day at people who like the Exorcist Believer. I ain't even seen that hunk of shit, and I don't like it.
Well, the exorcism scene is just so weird. It's like, okay, so you have who's not represented here? Like, you have every religious faith in the room doing their thing. It's like, that didn't work. And I'm a little now, mind you. Apparently, good news for you, Stephen. Apparently, they've got. Well, you might have already heard this. So they are going to continue with those latter two parts. What is it? Deceiver and I forget what the other one is. So I think they are going to continue with it, or at least I've heard that they are. But they're bringing out the guy who, what did he do? He's done a bunch of Netflix stuff, and he's done some.
JK, as long as you don't say fucking Rennie Harlan, I think the king of all sequel movies.
I forget who it was that it is actually, I think Chad mentioned the Crystal Lake show. I think it was the guy was connected to that. He's done a bunch of stuff. Now, I didn't know what he was doing, but I'm not real familiar with him. But I did hear other people that seemed excited for it. Now, I don't know, maybe they're going to scrap that. I'm going to mention about the Exorcist Believer stuff. Maybe they're going to scrap that. Yeah. Oh, this Lamashtu. It's like, it's maybe going to be Pazuzu. I actually did think that what we were going to end up coming to with that was they were going to I don't know. Maybe I better stop. But no, my point is that, oh my God. See, now I would not have that in my house. So yeah. No Pazuzus here. He's scary as, pardon my language. I hope I'm not going to get in trouble, but he's scary as shit to me, that demon.
Pazuzu. Hell yeah, he is.
But no, it just, it was I wish I could remember who it is, like his name, but
is it Ari Aster? Chad's asking if it's Ari Aster.
I don't think that was who it was. No, it was. I don't think it was him. God, I wish I could remember. Maybe next stream I'll put it in the chat, that because he apparently is going to take over the next two. So,
hey, hell yeah.
JK, come say it with me. Okay.
What do you do, Dambala?
I'm gonna pass on saying anything like that because I have enough nightmares. So. No, it's. I did actually have to say, though, I know I'm taking it off the Late Night with the Devil track, but I did watch. God, I can't think of anything right now. The King Paimon.
Hereditary.
Yes, thank you. I watched that one again, and I also watched Midsummer because I figured,
I haven't seen that one yet.
Well, I thought Hereditary, after watching, this is the key for watching movies, is that if you know there's one movie that you maybe didn't appreciate or maybe you didn't like, watch it after you watch the movie that you don't think you're gonna like, because suddenly you didn't really like seems a lot better. You know, it's like so it's surreal. It's like I agree with Chad. Midsummer is so bad. I have to agree. I didn't enjoy it, but you know, I won't ruin it for you, Stephen, because if you do want to see it, and then, you know, and this goes to everyone in the horror fam and all of that. If I say that I hate a movie and you really like it or you love it, you're not wrong. I you know, it's my own opinion, but nobody's wrong with their opinions. I mean, you know, Chad liked the Halloween. At least I think he'd like the Halloween ends and Halloween kills, and I can't say that I did. The best thing I could say about Halloween Kills that was the use of the masks from Halloween 3. So I liked those, but you know, but he likes them, and that's cool. We like different things. But that's okay. Sorry, Chad. I don't mean. I hope I'm not. I'm not. I hope I'm not. Pour some sugar on. Oh my gosh. Okay.
That's what I'm saying, JK. We're gonna have to. I'll tell you what, man. We're gonna have to wrap this up. Me and Anna haven't had dinner yet, and we're still getting used to the dang to the time zone change, man. It's 9 o'clock, and we ain't had dinner yet. But we've been working on the house so much. But I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, dude. Pokemon's got your number, so it's gonna be a late night with JK. I think tonight, man. If she keeps it up,
Pokemon, don't set yourself up for disappointment here. You're too good for that. Just enjoy. All I can see with my face is that I'm filling up almost the whole screen, so it's like, but I appreciate the compliments. It's very nice of you, and yeah, I won't keep you any longer. I know that I tend to ramble on a lot, but no, I appreciate having me on and that, and it was a rough day.
Absolutely, man. You know, I wanted to know where you were at with Late Night with the Devil, because you know I like the name of the channel's Talk Horror, man. I gotta know. You know, I love discussing it with people and figuring out, you know, their perspectives and everything, dude. And that's a new one I watched. Ain't had time to really watch much, so. Yeah, man, I appreciate you coming on here and talking with me, and I appreciate everybody in here listening to us talk, and I appreciate Pokemon coming in here hitting on you. And
well, I mean, I hope that the horror fam doesn't hate me for some of the things I said tonight, because
no, man, hell,
ruined anything for guys and all of that, and I love everyone in the community. You're all great, and I'll sign off now. But have a good dinner, Stephen and Anna, and you know, keep going, because Talk Horror is awesome.
Hell yeah, dude! And I got the setup going. You know, I mean, oh man, I'm no longer in the gingerbread house, thank God. So. We're getting there, man. We're getting there, dude. Yeah, so thank y'all, man. We love all of y'all. So JK, man, we'll get you to say it with me, bro, and then we'll head out of here. So look horror, listen horror.
Talk horror.
Talk horror. That's right, baby. Yeah. All right, man. We'll see y'all next Thursday, man. We love y'all. Thank you, JK.